Yo, what's going on, guys? Schmitty here. Welcome back to another video, and today, guys, we got something pretty cool for you all. I think you all are going to find this video pretty cool, pretty enjoyable, and hopefully you guys can have some fun with it, if nothing else. And so what I have for you guys is some gameplay of all of the new DLC weapons that came out yesterday for Black Ops 3, the Peacekeeper, the DBSR, the R70 Ajax, the Enforcer, and the Nunchucks. I got gameplay of all of those for you guys, but here's the catch. I don't own any of these guns. So how do I have gameplay? I didn't get it from anybody else. I got it all myself. And so how did I get this gameplay? What did I do to be able to get my hands on these guns? That is a trick I'm going to show you guys today. I'm going to show you guys how you can use these guns in a custom match. You're not going to be able to use them online or actually own them, but I will be able to show you guys how you can use them in a custom match, use them against bots and all that sort of thing. We're going to cover all the weapons one by one, just kind of tell you a little bit about them because I've learned kind of how some of these weapons operate, because some of them do operate a little differently than others. And hopefully you guys can hop into a match and be able to use these guns for yourself. And just, if nothing else, if you don't own them, you can get your hands on them and be able to use them and see what they're all about. So let's get it right out of the way. The big thing everyone wants to know: how can I use these guns? What in the heck are you talking about, Schmitty? How can I be able to use these guns in a match? Well, like I said, you can't use them in a public match, but you can use them in a custom game against bots. You guys are going to see on screen how I'm doing this. So if you log into multiplayer on Black Ops 3 and you go down to custom games, what you want to do is go to change game mode. You want to go to recent. Most people go to trending. It's not really working. I tried trending. It wasn't working. But if you go down to recent, you'll have a ton of game modes pop up, and they're all named a bunch of different things. You want to find one that says new DLC, or says DBSR, or Peacekeeper, or one of the new DLC weapons that has them labeled there, and you want to click on it and you want to load that game mode. Now, I had a bunch of troubles yesterday trying to load these game modes. It took me forever to get gameplay with these. I don't know if it was just something weird going on yesterday with the servers. Maybe that's probably pretty well possible with how crazy the servers probably were yesterday with all the new DLC. Maybe you guys will have a little better luck than I did. But once you load these custom game modes, you can go and see the guns for yourself and edit the classes too. So what these guys are able to do is they're able to set preset classes with these weapons. I'm guessing they have it. I guess I don't really know. It doesn't really matter. Nonetheless, you can use the guns yourself. So what you do is then you go down to edit game rules. You want to go down to create a class, all the way down to edit preset classes, and you should see classes with those guns in them. Not all of the game modes have all of the guns. Some of them have different ones. So if you want to use a certain gun, you'll probably have to look for a game mode that has that certain weapon. Some of them have multiple, like I said, but you're never going to know unless you click on the proper game mode what gun you're going to be able to use. Then after you look at the preset classes and make sure the gun that you want to use is in there, you're going to want to, set your bots and everything so you can actually be able to shoot against bots and everything. You want to start up the game. Now, what you are not going to be able to do is you're not going to be able to select that class because you don't own the weapon. It's not going to let you select the class that has that gun in it. But what you're going to want to do is make sure you have a class that you can actually kill a bot with. Don't end up running around with fists and try to kill the bots. I ended up doing that a little bit, as you guys might see, and that is just frustrating. So make sure you set a class to where you can use a gun, kill bots quickly, and then most likely they're going to have that weapon. If there's enough classes with the DLC weapons, the bots are most likely going to have that weapon, and then you can go and pick it up, and you just got to stay alive, otherwise you got to go back and pick it up again. But you can pick it up and go and use it against the bots, as you guys are seeing gameplay on the screen. So that is how you do it. I mean, basically, you just gotta hope the bots have the gun when you kill them, and then you can go over, pick up the weapon, and you can actually use it against the bots themselves. Get to test out the gun a little bit. Like I said, you can't use it in public match. I can't get you guys the guns. That's not possible at all. But I did find this pretty cool, and I just thought you guys might want to hear about it if you guys want to go use the guns against bots. If nothing else, if you can't get the gun, at least you can use it against bots. Have a little fun with the gun. But anyway, on to each gun specifically. You guys are going to see gameplay as I talk about each gun. So let's start off with the Big Daddy, the one everybody wants right now, the Peacekeeper. So you guys remember the Peacekeeper from Black Ops 2. It was the first DLC weapon we ever had in Call of Duty. It was an SMG, but kind of a hybrid at the same time because it had some of the properties that an assault rifle had. So it was a very good gun. It wasn't one of the best guns in the game, but it was pretty well rounded, a good solid weapon to use in multiplayer. Now that it's come back as the Peacekeeper Mark II in Black Ops 3, it is now set as an assault rifle with some SMG properties. You know, it's pretty good up close. You'll still be able to get some kills. Some assault rifles are pretty weak up close. This one's not bad. It's got a good rate of fire, very good accuracy, kills pretty quickly. It's just an overall great gun. I think it's probably one of the best DLC weapons we've gotten. Something not a lot of people want to see. They don't want to see the DLC weapons kind of take over and be really good. But this one might just do that. This one is an exceptional weapon. I really do like it. It's definitely going to be a top tier, if nothing else, assault rifle. But even more than that, I think it's going to be a top tier weapon in the game. On to the next one. My favorite sniper of all time has come back. I'm not a big sniper, guys, as you guys are going to see. You know, contrary to popular belief, I'm not that great of a sniper. I'm just kidding. There's no popular belief that I'm a good sniper at all. Anyway, the reimagined version of the DSR-50 from Black Ops 2 has come back into Black Ops 3 as the DBSR, and it's not the DSR. Don't get that mistaken. It's nowhere near as great and as iconic as the DSR-50 was in Black Ops 2, but it's a pretty good gun. You know, it's not like the RSA interdiction where it came into the game is extremely weak. Just did not compete at all with any of the other sniper rifles. This is pretty solid. As you guys are going to see, I get quite a few one-hit kills with it. I'm going to get some hit markers. I feel like it has similar damage to the Locust, to where, you know, if you hit them in a good spot, you know, you don't hit them too far below or anything to where hit markers are going to start to come, then you're usually going to get a one-hit kill. Now, the weird thing about this gun, as it's called the DBSR, stands for Double Barrel Sniper Rifle. So this thing is a double barrel sniper. Kind of something a little different. We've got double barrel shotguns and that kind of thing before. We got the Marshall. It's a double barrel pistol shotgun type mix, but we haven't seen much of a double barrel sniper before. So the cool thing about this, you know, if you do get a hit marker with this gun, you can pop your second shot off right away. It's 2 shots before you have to rebolt the gun, which is honestly really nice. That's kind of what keeps this gun really good, because, you know, like I said, it's got damage similar to the Locust, to where you're gonna still get some hit markers, but you know, most of the time you are going to get a one-shot kill with it. But in the occasion you do get a hit marker, like I said, you can pop off that second shot right away before you have to rebolt. That's nice. That makes this gun really nice to use. I hope I can get it. It was a lot of fun to use in the private matches, and it's just a load of fun. Like I said, it's nothing like the DSR-50 was in Black Ops 2, but it's still a cool, fun new weapon, and I'm really hoping I can get it. Now, the other thing about the DBSR, it's not a traditional sniper in the sense of its attachments either. So it doesn't come scoped, it comes iron sighted, which is really weird. We don't have any iron sight sniper in the game, no like iron sight attachment or anything like that, but this thing comes iron sighted. And you can't get like a really traditional sniper scope. There's not like an attachment unlock where it's a scope. The optics you unlock for it are very similar to the assault rifle class. Actually, I believe they're even exactly identical. So you unlock reflex, then you unlock recon, barracks 3, boa, thermal, and then elo. So it's a little weird. It's a little weird in that sense, but you guys are going to see me use it iron sighted along with the barracks and the thermal. The barracks and the thermal work great on that gun. I really like that. Iron sighted, it's a little weird because, you know, even though it's iron sighted, you kind of think in your head like you're using an assault rifle almost, but it aims really weird. It's got that slow ADS time just like all the snipers do, and you know, your turning sensitivity is way higher because, you know, they changed all the way the sniper rifles move in this game and everything, and you have no aim assist. So using this thing with iron sights is not the way I would recommend. If you guys end up seeing some iron sight gameplay with the DBSR, in here I don't know what exactly I'm going to throw in, but if you do see that in here, you're going to see it's weird. It's really not traditional at all, and I really don't like it. So the faster you can get a Barracks 3 and the thermal were the ones I like the best on it. As soon as you can get those, I would immediately throw those on because those work really nice. Finally, for the ranged weapons, we have the R70 Ajax, a DLC LMG. You know, you get a DLC LMG, nobody's going to really think that's great. However, the R70 Ajax is a super, super good weapon. You guys are going to see some gameplay of it. I love this gun. I really do. I really like it. It's awesome. And its main big cool thing about the gun, unlimited ammo. However, it's sort of limited at the same time. So the way this gun works for firing is you start off with 50 bullets. You get 50 bullets in your magazine, and as you pop these off, you're going to see the ammo count drop, and you know, whatever you stop at, that's when it's going to start progressing back upwards. So it's kind of like the IMR from Advanced Warfare, to where it kind of just prints back ammo for you. A little differently, not in the same sense. You only have one clip, but say you run it down to from 50 to 30 bullets. once you stop firing and you get down to 30 bullets, the number's going to start going up. You're going to start printing more ammo, and that number's just going to rise all the way up until 50 once you get back to your full magazine again. Now the thing is, if you get down to 0 bullets with this gun, it's going to overheat. The side of your gun's going to pop out a little bit just to show it's overheating. It's going to stop in it, but it's still going to have to progress all the way back up to 50. So while you don't have to reload, you really have to manage the time in which, if you're trying to kill off 3-4 guys right away, you might have to book out of there and just let your gun fill back up with ammo. So finally, guys, you guys are going to see some gameplay of the melee weapons that came out yesterday. Also, the nunchucks starting off, I'm not a fan of these. Okay, they look super cool. It's awesome to whip that thing around and hit somebody over the head with that thing. It's super cool. But as far as effectiveness goes, these things aren't effective. They're super slow. They're probably one of the slowest using melee weapons that there is. As far as the pullback time after you kill somebody, you're not going to be able to get rapid kills with this thing, honestly. It's just really not that good. While it is super cool, and while the melee weapons are more for just having fun and screwing around with something that just looks absolutely insane to hit somebody with in Call of Duty, I really don't like this one. It's probably one of my least favorite of the melee weapons that has been dropped, even though it is cool. But as far as effectiveness, it's terrible. I really didn't like it. So if you guys got this one, I mean, yeah, it's cool. You get to hit somebody with some nunchucks. It's just really not effective to use in multiplayer. On the flip side of that, we have one of the best melee weapons, I think, that is in Black Ops 3, the Enforcer. First of all, I think this thing is one of the coolest melee weapons we've gotten. I mean, hitting somebody over the head with a shock baton, that's insane. That is so cool. You just get to shock the crap out of somebody with this electric stick and just watch them shock to the ground like they got Tempest or something. It's awesome. I love it. Now, I said the nunchucks are super slow. Their pullback time is terribly slow. I really don't think that it's effective at all. The Enforcer is the complete opposite. I think it's one of the fastest regenning melee weapons for as far as when you hit, pull it back, and you can hit somebody again with it. It's super quick. You guys are going to see me getting some rapid kills with this thing. Like bang, 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 just right away, right in a line. This thing is absolutely amazing. Kind of reminds me of the Brass Knuckles, just how quickly you can hit somebody and be ready to hit another person right away again. Along with that, you got the Iron Gym, the Wrench, those kind of weapons that just, you hit them over the head and you're back in the action like immediately. The Enforcer is amazing. If you guys get this as a melee weapon, don't be disappointed at all if you're not a fan of melee weapons. This one is super good. I think you guys will find this one very effective. And there's a huge, huge difference between the Enforcer and any melee weapon, including the nunchucks especially. Anyway, guys, that has been the video for today. Just kind of wanted to tell you guys how you can use all the new DLC weapons in the game, as well as kind of give my review on each weapon, what I thought of them while using them, and really how they work and all that sort of thing, because we do have some odd type range weapons this time around to where they all kind of work differently. But honestly, I loved every weapon that got dropped yesterday. I would be hyped about all of them. Are all super good, all going to be pretty high tier weapons in the game now. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like down below if you did. Also hit subscribe. We got more videos coming soon, guys. Hope you all have a good one. I will see you guys on another video. So long, everybody.